YouTube, we're back with Sadditty Says, and tonight's topic was a little tricky for me. I didn't know exactly where I wanted to go with it, but I think I just figured it out. I want to talk more about this vetting process with dating, and like, how do you go about it? I know for me, I I tell the potential suitor, you know, what my outlook on life is, how I date. I always tell people I don't casually date, and I don't, because that sets the tone for them getting to know me, and it sets an expectation. It sets the expectation that we're not going to Netflix and chill, that we're not just going to fall into a pattern with no title and no direction and no plan for the future. I find that a lot of women, the way they date, guy approaches you, you like him, y'all exchange numbers, and maybe even you allowed him to take you out. And you decide, okay, I want to take it to the next level. I want to get to know him a little bit more. And so you spend more and more time together. You start going places, doing things. Um, maybe not in today's times because it's COVID, but I'm talking about pre-COVID. And you spend more and more time together. You get to know more and more about each other, and you assume that he's not spending time with anybody else because you're taking up all of his time, quote unquote, right? And then after a couple of months, you're still dating, you're still spending time together, and then you start assuming that you guys are on the same page, that he doesn't have anything else going on, and it's just going to be you and him, right? And then after a couple year, or after a year, you hit the year mark, and things are still going strong, and you assume that you're boyfriend and girlfriend and that you're exclusive. See, as women, we make a lot of assumptions, but we never ask any direct questions. And if we do, it's way too late. It's like a year or two in, right? So why do we do that? Why don't we ask for what we want in the beginning, right? Because this is where I've gone wrong in the past, and I found out that once I start asking questions in the beginning, I'm telling you, it was a game changer. Women, stop wasting your time just going with the flow. Do not do Netflix and chill, right? Especially if you aren't on the same page. You have to start asking questions. I know it's uncomfortable, but you have to, because men will manipulate you and use the situation to get what they want out of it. And then they will lie by omission, where they say, well, you didn't ask me if I had a girlfriend. You didn't ask me if I was married. I mean, how many of us have fallen into that trap where we're dating a guy and we think it's just us? And it's not. So I beg you to start asking questions up front, sooner rather than later. Because the ultimate goal for most women, and I always tell men this, that all women want the same thing, right? We want to be married. We want families. And so many women I know don't ask the questions, and they're into year 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they're waiting to get married, or hoping this is the year, or hoping this is the holiday that he presents the ring. And the whole time, he has no intention. And he's telling his friends that he has no intention. But only if we knew, right? If we knew sooner. Well, we can know sooner. We have to take our life in our hands and start getting what we want. Because men are pro at that, getting what they want. We have to learn to do the same. Start asking questions. And this is what my channel is about. I'm going to teach you how to do that. I'm going to teach you the questions to ask, and how to figure out if a man is playing games with you. Okay? So please stay tuned for the next episode of Sadditty Says.